What's up, guys? Welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Eccentric RockStar'Seed. This is a short sale today. Keep in mind, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Lifting the veil, questioning everything unaligned must go. So revamping a business, seeing extra products, sitting in the corner collecting dust, stuff that don't sell. Now you're starting to discard it. Stalemate friendships, you have discarded it. Stalemate family relationships, people you don't talk to for years. They don't eat up space in your phones. You may not be friends on social media. People you don't send like postcards to every so often, or like for some they send like holiday cards and stuff. You see who your real family is. You might get more postcards from work or colleagues than you actually do from your bloodline relatives. You're not entertaining texts from dead-end boyfriend, girlfriend relationships. People you might have been sleeping with. You got along for as long as you did. You might have ascended. Thank you for being patient while I shuffle all my cards. So, I'm using 2 tarot decks today. And I'm using my Rose Oracle deck and my Starseed deck. That Lifting the Veil card is my Starseed deck. The Sacred Union. Beloved within inner and outer relationships. Yep. Friends with yourself. Friends with people who are more, who resonates more with your inner self more than your outer self. Somebody could have wanted to be with you, be around you, or benefit from you because you look a certain way. That's cold. It's rude too, but it's honest. Somebody could have wanted to be around you or be associated with you for what you have. Okay. And then when it didn't work, they tried to act like it was you who lacked something when it's really them. What kind of badass are you? Now I'm using 3 tarot decks. All right, what I'm gonna do today is lay the cards face down from each tarot deck, and we're gonna clarify what I get when I'm gonna turn them all around when I'm done. Overall energy. What's crossing it? What's left in the past? Here. No. Strength. Huh? What you should be focused on? What's left in the past? What's to move forward? Sorry, I gotta move these cards over. All my favorite cards have roses on them. I like that. Next deck. Should I use erotic tarot first or intuition? What does your intuition tell you? Okay, let's do the intuition first. Because whatever your intuition say, the erotic tarot is going to determine what you're going to do next. Okay, or what you did. Maybe you go over here for a second. Everybody's really silent about who you are after hearing so much negative connotations about what you do. It fizzled out. It didn't work out in a way that somebody thought it was going to work out. Trying to paint false narratives or spin what you do, who you are, in a negative light, so people can have it in their mind, can have a nasty taste in about you when they think of you or hear something about you. And I hear a lot of we. We did this. Okay, what you want to do? Whoops. Oh, I know. I thought my camera did something crazy. Go under there. I don't have a lot of room, so it kind of got to get tucked under. Let's do it this way. There you go. Okay. You got the Justice card in reverse as the final outcome. 8 of Cups with the intuition. Oh, that's karma. Ooh. First of all, when I look on the bottom of each deck, the Ten of Swords, that's at least the worst is over. What your intuition has told you to do is to walk away. Clean out your house. That makes sense. And then let them deal with their karma. That's the Justice in reverse, which is karma. Okay, what was on the bottom of this? The Return. A new story. You decide alignment is all coming together. And lastly, what was on the bottom for lifting the veil? We are the Hathers. Deep love, mother's milk, birth as a portal. Okay. Okay. Now you're about to turn all these cards over. Careful, son. What is the psychology? What's the psychology behind all of this before I answer all of this? The answers lie in the moment. Stay awake, be present, and stay faithful to your observation and feelings. In other words, don't go to sleep on anybody you don't feel right about. If you live like you've always lived, you'll get the same as you always had. You must decide to make changes toward your dreams, decide on what you need to change, and you will be rewarded with a new sense of achievement. Basically, the energy you put out is the energy you get back. You're not in the business of chasing anything. Everything is you're gonna attract it. You don't chase anybody or anything. And I don't know if someone set it up like they wanted you, or feel like you had to chase them, or you had a different mindset about what you had to do to achieve success, whether you had to chase it, you know, to some degree, and it just put that negative energy, that stress and that worry, that worrisome energy, you know, saying all the wrong things, accidentally manifesting epic fails one after another. So the way your psychology is set up, the way your psyche is set up is what you see is not what people say, is what they do. Can't nobody play with you. Automate. Passive income. I feel like you have experienced a lot of passive aggressiveness. Develop ways to add passive income streams to your business so that you don't have to work so hard. Earn some income while you sleep. You run across some really lazy people. Stand out. List ways to bring out what makes you and your brand extraordinary so you can stand out from a crowd. Yeah, somebody wanted you to be a flop. Somebody thought you was going to be a flop. All right, let's go to the tarot. First of all, you got instability. 4 of Wands is in reverse. The energy. Fake friends. Not so lucrative business. Not so family oriented. Almost spiritually blocked as well, but not really. Hold on, let's put these down. Okay, what's your intuition telling you? To go heal, to balance out your spiritual, okay? And what you're going to do is practice patience, establish more patience while you continue to fix the problem. Okay, what's the challenge? Why was the Four of Wands in reverse? The star is this way, so that means it's in reverse. It's in reverse. Challenge is the lack of optimism. Ace of Cups in reverse is your intuition was telling you somebody didn't put God in the mix, and in this case, justice is in the upright. So when it's in the upright, it just means that you reap what you sow. These are two women, so it could be two men or two women. Somebody who's secretly, this is somebody who operated in their darker side, from their darker side. Lack of faith, lack of optimism, or it's just showing you that that person that you might have looked at in high regard is something different, and they rather operate like this. So it's being set straight. You didn't want what God presented to you. So he stopped protecting that person. He stopped protecting, like this person put his sword down, okay? And now they're just too feminine. I hear Beanie Siegel's lyrics. The hardest person, he's talking about being in jail, and in the song "What's Your Life Like," where he says the hardest, you hear it like he's describing the experience of being in a maximum state penitentiary, and he said a part of it is the hardest guy in there turns feminine. He starts sleeping with other same-sex oriented men. I can't say the word, but it rhymes with Igor. You know, the hardest Igor turned bitch. He's sleeping with, you know what I mean. I heard that. Just like, okay, so now I hear the Holy Scripture. God and his messenger curses the man who sodomizes his wife. So this is somebody who has been trying to live out their truth through a mask, through the make pretend part of them. I don't know why people do that in a sense. Like if you feel like you should be a certain way or live a certain lifestyle, but for whatever reason they don't do it because it just conflicts with where they're trying to get to in society. You know what I mean? It goes against religion. But that I'm called to say that the same boundary, the same way they have to keep that a secret, they kept you a secret or treated you in a way where it wasn't true. It wasn't authentically how they felt, because it goes against all societal standards in this person's eyes. This person's made to be racist against you. It's taught how to be racist against you. Even if they don't want to be, they're taught how to be. Honestly, it's not just like a family background thing or environmental attitude. It's your family that's teaching them how to be racist towards you. What's the strength? Damn, I don't have no room. So the strength is Knight of Cups. Your intuition is telling you to take the lead, take accountability. All this trauma, all this was meant to traumatize you and stop you from moving forward. Exes, divorcees, this is I don't know why certain tarot decks switch around the Justice and the Strength card, but they got the Justice on the card, that's the Strength, and the Strength is printed on the Justice card. I guess to some people it's switched around, but I keep reading it like it says Justice on it, but it's really the Strength card. And so how I see it is this karmic justice. The Strength is number 8, and they have Justice written on it, and they have Strength at number 11. So how I'm reading this is karmic justice, because they lack faith. And then on the Justice card is Strength. They revile, they practice their weakness, their desires. This is clearly their desires is to be this way, is to put that sword down. They don't like to be masculine. Okay? They don't like, and I hear their ancestors are saying the lifestyle, the lavish lifestyle they want makes them soft, or they was always soft. They didn't always know their ancestors looked at them like that or felt that way about them. They had that that secret, they kept it under wraps because they want to raise their status in society. It's like, even as a parent, even if you see something in your child, is never good to implant it in their mind that you may take it as what you may take as a weakness, okay, as a sign of weakness or a weak point for that person. You know, they kept propelling this person forward to be successful, but they knew this person had it in them. Okay, what you end up doing is Ace of Wands. It's an opportunity. Okay, you move forward in pleasantry. You know, the Knight of Cups is forward movement. You operate from your heart space. You follow your heart. You end up taking a leadership position, okay, or someone in a relationship sense. The opportunity of fertility is going to be there for you either way, whether it's a relationship and or business, or what you should be focused on. Keeping demonic forces out, keeping negative energy out, protect your light. Okay, you're on a different velocity now. You're on a new level. Okay, intuitively, somebody wants to swap energies with you. They want reciprocity. That's ridiculous. So what you're going to end up doing is seeing things from a different perspective, and you're going to unhinge from these people, places, and things that tie you, that are tied to conspiracy theories. This is a lot about conspiracy theories, is how I feel with the things that's coming out. Okay, what's in the past position? Reminiscence. Okay, you've been seeing conspiracy theories like this since you were a kid. Intuitively, it's like you think back. Be quiet, baby. Be quiet, baby. It's like you think back on some of the things you saw your parents teach you on downplaying certain things and keeping it to yourself. Now you see why, as a grown-up. Okay? Knight of Swords is what you end up doing. You know, as your intuition is telling you to keep some stuff a secret. Don't be so rigorously honest. Knight of Swords is moving forward quick wit. Sharp-minded. Okay, even if it's business, don't let the left hand know what the right hand's doing. You can no longer tell nobody what you're doing. Like, that may make people feel uneasy about you, or think that you're being suspicious in some way, or raise suspicion. But so what? What's the potential? What could happen? You got the Eight of Cups twice now. You end up walking towards something. Okay, intuitively, you're being called to move forward. This is the Chariot. Okay, pursue your dreams. Okay, so what is this? Knight of Shells, Knight of Cups in reverse. So you move forward from emotional manipulation. Somebody who's presenting themselves one way, but is really this way. You know, they like their darker side. Okay, they're really attracted to people who look like them. No disrespect to anybody who lives like that, but somebody's doing some serious perpetrating, and they're working with people from your family. It's sincere deception is what I'm getting. Certain people in your family are working with them out of spite. Okay, all of it is out of spite. Okay, people want to be that close to you, or just want to know what you're doing that badly, that they're just bouncing, they're just spreading themselves so thin. They're spreading themselves so thin that they don't even serve a purpose anyway. They just newsy as hell. You know, just trying to figure out what you're doing, what you up to, why you so quiet, kind of thing. It's just making people jump out of their shell. But let me tell you, 2 exes or a twin flame and an ex did something together that's authentically true to them. Okay? Yeah, they did. I don't know. It could be 2 women or 2 men. The environmental attitude. Again, with the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is here. You're possessive. You're withholding information. You're keeping some stuff close to your chest, as you should. Intuitively, you're being called to recite scriptures to block off negative energy. You've been doing that for a long time. That I don't think negative energies are attacking you or really coming for you at this point. But it's like in somebody's like, it could be a higher force, it could be God, because he's on the table with the Ace of Wands, drilling it in your mind to block it and keep on going, because you got the Seven of Wands in a position where what you should be focused on. Okay, so now you got the Seven of Wands again. How about how you feeling about yourself? You feel protected, honestly. Okay, now you can work on your craft. You feel safe with the Magician. Tools of trade. What's the environmental attitude? Is calmer waters, peace and tranquil, which is good. It's like progress. You're starting to see a turnaround, a light at the end of your tunnel. Okay, you see your ancestors are here, because this is like you see the woman got the turquoise thing on her head. That's tribal. That's your ancestors are there to support you. Okay, your intuition, the Moon card, that's just that, your intuition or your dream state. It's really your intuition. Okay, people didn't know the forces that came with you, that moved with you. Okay, so what you're going to end up doing is just remain celibate, Page of Cups, take care of yourself. Okay, no dating. You're not allowed to date because your husband's not here yet. That's what I heard. That just popped in my head. Fears and outcome. Okay. One thing you're not afraid of, well, your hopes and fears. Two of Pentacles is maintaining all your responsibilities just fine. Balancing work and family just fine. Okay. Now here is the Justice card, number 11. Okay. Justice can have Libra in your Venus. You could have Libra highly aspected anywhere in your chart. But your intuition is letting you know without you even seeing it, because this woman has a blindfold on her face, just something covering her eyes. Okay? And what was incorrect or meant to traumatize her, like the stuff that's in a challenging position, it was meant to block people who lack that optimism and that hope, and people who lack that drive and ambition. Like, oops, my apologies. People who lack that ambition and hope, people who don't have that drive, as I was explaining. Okay, you doubled down where people wanted to stop you. You know, you didn't give up. You didn't cry in the corner. You just kept right on going. You just found out who was for real and who was fake, and you just walked away. Okay, you did the next best thing. You know, you didn't make a drama scene or nothing. Okay, and you left them to their demise. You got the Justice card here a couple times. So if you put all the cards together, that's here more than once. Seven of Wands, Four of Pentacles, Justice, and a Strength card. All here a few times. Okay? All right? Spiritually broken, Queen of Wands in reverse. Your hopes and fears. I feel like you're picking up on, your intuition is so strong at this point that you're picking up on everything that was meant to be done to you. It's really not your energy, because you've propelled yourself forward and you're so protected. You're not impacted by what's going on around you. All that was done around you, that was meant to be done to you. You came across some real mean-spirited people within the past 2 years. All right, what's the come of all of this? Hey, you got the Moon here again. Moon, stronger intuition. Okay, the Moon is here twice, maybe 3 times. I don't know. Twice though. Okay, your intuition is what's done in the dark. Okay, What's done in the dark is where the ace is in reverse for them. The ace of cups is in reverse for them. So that's a lack of, that's God not being generous with them. He has no need for them. He cursed them. So he took his mercy away from them. And the ace of wands for you is your spiritual protection from him. Is him taking care of you through all of this. And your intuition is the Knight of Wands is the fastest moving knight in the deck. But spiritually speaking, that's a Jinn. Okay? Moving through all these different people. And they're not even made to combat it. They don't have no fight. All the protection is with you. And the Ten of Roses are a Ten of Pentacles in this deck. Look how pretty that is. That's for you. Okay? Like you got a clear path. Like a path made clear for you. No bumps, no bruises. You don't trip over, not even a pebble. Not even a mustard seed or nothing. You're just clear to go. Ten of Pentacles represents family. You being happy with your family. You being happy with your finances. Secure. You being happy. You being a healthy space. You being in a healthy space. You even earning respect from the collective. Like you having your flowers, literally. Okay? And you actually, this does end up being something you get to experience, automate, passive income through all these different revenues of income, streams of income, okay? Because you're going to start to stand out where someone was trying to curse you out and say you're too different or something's wrong with what you're doing, okay? You was the one that had the heart to do it because you chose to go about things differently. You chose to change, you operate from a psychological standpoint. You reprogrammed yourself, okay? Because the answers lie in the moment. You paying attention. There's no abracadabra. When somebody says abracadabra, the real trick is going on somewhere else. So the moral of all of it is, the worst of it is all over with the Ten of Swords on the bottom of the deck. Mother's milk, birth as a portal is just you providing that nurture, you being an expert in what you have to offer with the Ten of Pentacles. And we are the Hathers. You return more connected with your soul at a soul level than you are operating from ego. And that's karmic justice. Okay? That you were even protected like that. That you didn't fall short on what you said you was all about. That's what it means not to operate from your ego. And the Justice card is in reverse for them. That's karma for them. You walked away from them. You dumped the cups over. Like, I don't need you. I don't want your boredom, disappointment. We can match each other's energy all day long. Y'all can fuck each other, literally. When you tell them to flip somebody off, tell them to go F themselves. I'm a made man. That's what I keep hearing. I'm a made man. I'm a made guy. You out of your mind putting your hands on me. I'm a made guy. Wow. There's a level of respect where people start to carry your family's groceries. They see your family in the stores. They show them a different level of respect because of you. So you lift that veil. Anything on the line must go. Don't let anything pile up in your corner and collect dust and mold and all that other craziness and just be toxic in your space. Clear it out. Always declutter your space. Okay? And the sacred union, if it was meant to be a relationship, which I feel like it's more of the relationship with yourself than it is with another person. But you let go of the idea or the ideas or the plans you had to be in some kind of partnership with someone and let them be their authentic and in a loving and respecting way. What I feel like is if nobody loves this person for who they truly are, you love this person for who they truly are. And you stepping away is like taking away any pressure they might have thought was on them, is in support of who they need to be, rather than what society is telling them they have to be, or what their family might be telling them they have to be, because they're going to keep being rebellious There's no point in sitting in a fake connection or a fake marriage. And they would have did that with anybody else, but they don't want to do that with you. That could be why they were so resistant of you. That, and a part of it being the other half of your soul is like stand up for who you really are at the core level. So their ascendants, they, just like you have supernatural abilities, they have supernatural abilities. They have them too. They just like to operate in the darker side, and you like to operate on the lighter side. And maybe soon y'all can be y'all again like you were. But I feel like if you're meant to come in alignment again, what you are meant to do is be more authentic, okay? Because y'all are too talented, too intelligent, too loving, like y'all too enamored with each other to let the horrors of this world anger you and lower your frequency and lower your vibration and keep y'all away from each other, or let somebody keep y'all away from each other, when clearly y'all supposed to have a mission in life. I mean that independently, okay? Because you can't see out an assignment given to you by God if you're not being your true authentic self. You might have to teach someone from a point of imperfection, from a place of imperfection. Meaning, if you're same-sex oriented at the core and you're sitting in a opposing gender style relationship or heterosexual relationship, it might not be, like, it's hard for you to teach somebody who is struggling being, not only, it's not that they're struggling being their authentic self, but they're struggling with having that connection with God, knowing that that is who they are at the core. Or maybe they were kind of trained or pushed into that lifestyle through unfortunate or experiences that were beyond their control. And what's weird is somebody has a fetish. I think you're opposing cultures, and somebody has a fetish with your culture, but the opposing gender. So if you're a woman, and let's say the darker side of them, it's like they have a rule, and the rule is the darker side of them is attracted to the male figures of your culture, and the exception to that rule is you. Who is it? Is the female of that culture, but it's only you, the only female, and someone's expecting you, is not expecting you to make sense of that or try to understand that, but seemingly you do, which brings them peace, which creates peace, and it starts the experience of letting go, to focus more on yourself, to kind of find your way more into yourself, and then you end up finding your way back to each other. The intention is not to find you, that it's not that you want to find your way back to each other, but the intention is being your higher self. So if you had to teach someone, that was like an example of same-sex orientation. Someone who know that they're same-sex oriented at the core, but are forced into a marriage with the opposing gender, and a kid comes out of it, and they start rebelling and isolating from that family dynamic, and they feel bad because you're abandoning your family, but it's not who you are or who you aspire to be. Okay? Somebody see you do it, their energy is gonna pull them. They're gonna be forced to go within themselves and really just start getting honest and say, hey, this is who I am. Whether it's bad for that particular business or not. Take Ellen DeGeneres for an example. When she first announced to the world she is a same-sex oriented woman, they blocked her for 3 years. Nobody wanted to do business with her. And look at her now. 3 years she had to go through it because people wanted to have judgment on their side. I don't know if you have 3 years to spare. A lot of people, she didn't have 3 years to spare, but she had to deal with that to get to where she is now. I'm sure, And she's a kick-ass talk show host. She's very good at what she does. And I'm pretty sure whoever I'm talking to, you're superb in what you do as well. You know, but you might feel like you may not be able to do that kind of work no more if you came out publicly being your authentic self. It doesn't have to be a secret fetish when it's authentically you. Somebody tried to take that out on you because you're more authentic within yourself and don't care what nobody think. And it caused a little bit of jealousy, not envy, but jealousy. But because they have pain associated with their authenticity, because they're not made to be honest for whatever reason, their family could shun them. Or family may not know they're like that, or they don't realize their family know that they're like that. So they don't talk about this side of them to their family. Maybe like one family member might know, somebody they got a strong companionship with. You know, but it's karmic justice that nobody's gonna, this Queen of Wands in reverse and the Justice in the upright and the Two of Pentacles. You're still gonna manage your life just fine, and it's going to be karmic justice for you, male or female, that nobody's gonna have the authority or audacity or inhumane, just the rudeness to try to paint you as some broken-spirited, broken-hearted, broke down, broke pockets, ugly, unattractive, low vibrational. Nothing negative in the book. This Queen of Wands in reverse is actually going to prove to be them. Manipulative, quick-tempered. That doesn't have to be you. Okay? Is that you're going to clean all that was put on you in hopes that you would turn into a Queen of Wands in reverse. Somebody wanted to turn you away from your spiritual practice. Or someone is trying to make you think you can't have your spiritual practice and a particular lifestyle, whether it could be career or religion or anything, or family dynamic. Someone is trying to make you feel like you don't have their support as long as you're doing what you're doing in hopes to break you. You showed them, you broke them down, proving your point. Seven of Wands is here. And how you feel about yourself. You feel safe. You know, there's a lot you don't say to these people because you know what time it is. You know they don't have God on their side. It's the same. Whether you explain it to them or not, they won't change their heart. They won't change their mind, and they don't hear anything you say. But the Ten of Pentacles is yours. You have your flowers, regardless of who or what you are. And if it's a certain career path that you're on that's been lucrative for you, and you may fear that you'll lose it, which you shouldn't. That's ridiculous. Or maybe you're in private practice and you think it's going to put a dip in your clientele. That dip is only temporary. Okay? Because it's all a part of this. All is designed for you to go within. So if you live like you always lived, you'll get the same as you've always had. You must decide to make a change towards your dreams. And your dream is to be honored and respected, regardless of what you do behind closed doors. Okay? Decide on what you need to change, and you will be rewarded with a new sense of achievement. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time.